Hi, welcome back, and in this session we are going to be talking about embedding video, audio, and iframe into your web page. I want to talk about iframe. Iframe is just inline frame that is used to embed another document into your web page. Don't forget that your web page is also a document, but just that it's a type of HTML document. So let's start with the video. So I'm going to be using H2 for this, and we look at dealing with videos on our web page. So just like we can embed images into our web page, the same way we can also embed videos into our web page. Now, to embed video into our web page, we use the video tag. So we have opening tag. So we use this video tag to embed video into our web page. So if I save it now, of course I don't have it yet. So because I need to define some properties, which is firstly I need to define the width of the video. In this case, let's just say it's going to be with 320. And I told you that when you are not putting any units here, it means that the unit is pixel. So the height is, let's just say something 240, and inside the opening and closing tag of the uh, video tag, you are going to put the source of the video that you want to embed on your web page. So and you're going to be doing that using a self-closing tag that we know as source, that is called source. So self-closing tag, that is source. Don't forget the self-closing tag does not have an opening and closing tag, just one. Just close it like this, and in there we are going to be having an attribute where we are going to be specifying the source of our video. Now in my folder directory I have a sample video here, and I also have a sample audio here. So now the source of my video is going to be looking for it in the current directory, and I'm going to be going with the html tutorial.mp4, and I will be required to also specify, so I think I can close this now. I'll be required to also specify the type of the video that I want to play. So in this case, since I'm working with an mp4 video, so I'm going to be saying video slash mp4. So that is the source. So if I save now, you can see that I have my video on the web page. But how will the user know that this is a video and not an image? And to do that, I need to come to this video tag and specify that I want to have the controls. So I want to have the controls of the video. Now you can see that I have the controls of the video, so that if I want to play, I can play. If I want to pause, I can pause. Now I can press play now, and now the video is playing. So now you can also increase the height. Maybe you want the width to go bigger, you can increase it, so you can see that the video has become bigger. And you can also do the same thing for the height too, but I'll just leave it at that 320 by 240, and that is that about that. So your video format and the type of your video, and that is how to deal with video in HTML. So the same way you can deal with images, videos, you can also deal with audio with your HTML page. And that is, let's go to another section now, and let's call this audio. Let's call this audio. And just like we embed video into our web page using video tag, to embed audio into our web page we use audio tag, and that is going to be audio now, which is opening and closing tag. So it's the same format with video, just you specify a self-closing tag called source, where you are going to be letting your HTML page know where to look for the audio file. So in this case, I'm looking for it in the current directory. When you are looking for something in the current directory, just put dot slash, and it's going to be in the current directory. So I'm looking, so since I want to look at the audio file, which is the bits, so I'm going to look at it there, and I need to specify the type of the audio file that I want to play. Then in this case, it's going to be audio slash, so audio slash mpeg. Okay, I just say mp3 mp3. So that will make our audio to be on the web page. So if I save now, you see that. Okay, I think the audio now, I need to also specify the controls so that it's going to show up. I need to specify the controls, and now you can see that I have my audio file on my web page. So if I want to play, I can play it, and I have the audio playing without any stress or without any wasting of time. Now let's go to the last one, which is the iframe. And I told you the iframe is just inline frame whereby which allow you to import another document, which can also be an HTML document, and embed it on your web page. Now let's call this session iframe, and the tag for us to embed another HTML document or another document file on our HTML page is, as the name implies, iframe. So I want to have iframe tag. Now you can see it's asking me for the source, but let's just do this manually so that we see how it works. So I have a opening tag iframe, and I close it. It's not a self-closing tag, you have to open and close it. Now this will now take the property of what you want to embed on your web page, and the first property that you should specify is the source. That's where is the directory of the file that you want to embed on your web page. So in this case, let's say I want to embed google.com. Most of the time you see that sometimes when you are checking some websites will embed their social media pages on their website. So they do that using iframe. Now, so you need to specify the source. Maybe you want to specify your social media URL, your your personal website, or anything that you feel okay, I want to add this, but at the same time I want the users to be able to check it while they remain on the page. So let's say I want the user to be able to check Google on this page. So I want to say that okay, I'm going to source http s slash slash google google.com. Now, apart from specifying the source, if I save now, you see that I have the iframe here refuse to connect. So possibly they have some restriction. So if I save now, refuse to connect to Google. Now let me use our former tutorial to connect to, instead of us using Google. So you can use any external website or your own personal. So let me go out of this directory and enter into the last tutorial directory and go into index.html. So if I save now, you see that I have that web page embedded on this page. So now you can see that, so you can specify the source as an external source or your local source. Now apart from specifying a source, you can also specify the title. So in this case, I'm going to just say images and links. And if I save and see that in action, that would be the title of our iframe. But that is mostly like, so the next one is the width. The width in now will be let's say 500. You can see that the width has increased. So I also want the height to also increase too, so 500. So now with that, now you can see that we are able to, why we are able to integrate another HTML element inside our inside our HTML document. So it's just like bringing another document and embedding it into your current document, and that is done using the power of iframe.